Hi, I'm Hunter.
Hi, I'm Lee.
And welcome to Father Son Go.
Today on Father Son Go, we find out exactly what happens when you load too big of a projectile into your trebuchet.
We are also going to try to launch our parachute Ninja Turtle with a parachute on his back and see just how far he'll go and if it'll work.
The trebuchet had many forms throughout its lifespan. The early Chinese variants looked nothing like the formidable Warwolf, which is estimated to be 300 to 400 feet tall. A trebuchet throwing 350-pound rocks at your castle wall would be devastating. The larger trebuchets were quite intimidating, but they didn't stand a chance once gunpowder and cannons showed up to the party. The construction of this project was designed specifically so that most people would already have the appropriate tools in their garage. It was made with 2x2 construction. Each joint is wood screwed and glued to provide much rigidity. The axles are made using 3/8 by 16 all thread with nylon locking nuts. As we modify and revise our trebuchet, we will include more specifics. This video didn't quite have enough time to capture all of the specifics of building it. We are learning here at Father Son Go, and we just couldn't squeeze all of the content into this video. We need to talk about our trebuchet.
So we did make a few modifications.
Right, we did.
We needed
the parts list originally. We excluded a few things. We learned a few things along the way that we needed to do differently.
Yeah.
The main one that we learned was that this idea
is not enough weight.
No. This, originally, this was the counterbalance, or the counterweight, and it's just a box that we were going to fill with rocks or screws or just whatever we could find to make weight.
But we found out it was not enough.
With this particular design, it worked fine. It worked well, actually, but
if you want it to go very far, it doesn't work.
Yeah, we just couldn't get the distance that we wanted. So we went up about 40 pounds more with the weights that you see in the video. They're just your regular dumbbells that you can buy at Walmart. So the whole assembly to change from this is not in my original parts list, and neither is the our release mechanism. We didn't have anything for that.
Yeah, but you don't need a release mechanism. You can just pull it back. But if you have a lot of weight, you probably do want a release mechanism, because the arm, if you accidentally let go of it, it can hit you in the face or something.
Yeah, it can be a safety issue if you are
not being helpful.
If you're not being careful, or if your counterweight gets heavy, it can be, when we originally built it, put it together, and started messing around with this style, we didn't really need the release. And after messing around with it a little bit, the biggest thing the release allows you is you're able to fiddle with your projectile. You get your projectile in the sling, and one of us isn't holding it the whole time, and it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, and really, unless you get too crazy, I think bigger is better here. Or if I guess we live in the country. There's a lot of fields. There's plenty of places to go shoot a big, huge trebuchet. And Hunter and I don't mind hauling a heavy thing around like that. So, but for some of you who have trouble accessing a place to shoot a big one, then great, scale it down. This isn't our last trebuchet video. We're definitely going to be upgrading it, making it bigger, shooting other things. I think there's definitely going to be a watermelon or two launched out of it. This was kind of just our getting the thing up and running and understanding how they work, and so now we're gonna go from here. This is just the start.
Are we gonna build a different trebuchet, or do we want to add to this one we already have built?
It's a good question. Probably both.
Hope you enjoyed our video. Subscribe if you want to support us.
Our email is fathersongo@gmail.com, and we would love to hear from you. Whether it's a comment on a video we've already done or an idea for a new one, we would love your suggestions. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.
Nailed it.
There's a fly freaking out.